here today with Saen, international entertainer. Saen, when did you first become interested in music?
Well, I first became interested in music. I was a child growing up on the west side of Atlanta. My uncle was a big drug dealer. He made a lot of money. He was a local celebrity. My pops, which was my father, he was a mechanic slash machinist, and he made money, but he never made as much money as my uncle. And when I seen the type of money my uncle was making, I wanted to be a drug dealer. I wanted to be whatever he was. I didn't know it was called a drug dealer at the time, but all I knew is he had a lot of money, he had brand new cars, and anytime my mother, which was his sister, would ask him for anything, he was able to provide that. Until one day I seen Heavy D and the boys on Soul Train. They had gold chains on, they was performing a song called The Overweight Lovers in the House. And when I seen that, I said, that's what I want to do. I want to be an entertainer. I want to make people feel like they making me feel. And that changed my life forever.
How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music since 2001. I started out as a freshman in high school. I was with a small group called Nap You Click. It was me and a friend of mine, Just Cuz. You probably hear him on a couple of tracks. He was on my last album on a song called For That Shit You On. And, people enjoy that track, and they love to hear that we still are friends and we still do music together and got a good business relationship.
Okay, who are some of your musical influences?
KRS One, Tupac. Let me see. I gotta say Rakim. Rakim is a very good one. LL Cool J. I'm a student of hip hop. I got a lot of people I like. Cool G Rap. I got a lot of people I like for different reasons. Tretch from Not About Nature. It's a lot of artists. It's a long list.
Does anyone in your family play music?
My grandma, she is the leader of a band called Streettermz. Her name is Essie Lyons. She's about 87 years old now. The whole family was musically inclined. My father was a singer in her band when he was a child. She was the person that gave me the keyboard, and with that keyboard I hooked it up to a drum machine and I started producing and making beats for a lot of local artists in the neighborhood.
What else do you do besides perform?
Well, I do acting. I'm starting to get into acting. I tried stand-up comedy at one time. I write music for singers, a lot of lyrics for singers. I do a lot of stuff.
What happened with the comedy?
That didn't go too good.
You didn't get booed off stage, did you?
I didn't get booed off stage, but I just realized something. I realized people would never take me seriously as long as I was making them laugh. And my rap is very serious to me. So it's like, they're gonna be looking for a joke in my rap. They're looking for somebody to be comical, and I'm not comical when it comes to rapping. So I had to make a choice. Either I could keep doing this comedy, or I can move and start doing music. And I decided to take music.
Tell me a little bit more about the acting.
I'm actually starring in a movie called The Staff with Kenneth Gwynn and Kevin Hunter. And, they believe in me. And they explained to me the elements of acting. They brought it to me in a way that nobody never brought it to me. Kenneth Gwynn sat me down one day when he had me doing a reading. And he told me, he said, when your grandma step in the room, you're acting. When your father step in the room, you're acting. When a teacher from school step in the room, you're acting. But when your best friend step in the room, you're acting. But you act several different ways whenever different people step in the room. This guy should really be a teacher of acting classes, because he explained that in so many ways, and he made me really believe I can do it. It's not about what you can do, it's about who believe in you and believe that you're capable of fulfilling their mission.
Okay. If you didn't become an entertainer, what would you be doing now?
Real estate. I'll be selling property. That's exactly what I'll be doing. I feel like it's a guarantee. Everybody want a house. Everybody wants somewhere to live. It's a guarantee. That's what I would do with real estate.
Okay. How would you describe your music to people?
All the elements. You got hardcore, rapping. You got conscious music. You have me talking about particular stories. I try to reach all of the above. I want to make an album where people can pick my album up and there's something on there for them. Whether you like to hear singing vocals or whether you like to hear just rapping mixed with singing. I want to, you know, that's my goal. Every time I make an album, I want to give everybody something. I don't want to leave nobody out. I want you to be able to pick my album and say, this is my song right here. I love this song. And I want to be different people with different feelings saying, I like this song. I like number 3. I like number 4. Oh, no, I like number 9. I like that. And I give 18 tracks on my album. A lot of people said that was too many songs to give, but I felt like that's just what came out of me. I try to give people their money's worth. Because when you buy my music, you are investing in me. It's an investment. I gotta make you feel something. You give me your dollars for a product, and I gotta make you feel something.
How do you sell your music, or where can your fans buy your music?
All digital outlets. iTunes, Amazon. You can even listen to it on YouTube. It's everywhere. I put it everywhere. I got worldwide distribution. So, you know, when you got worldwide distribution, you got to travel the world and promote it.
What are your immediate career goals?
Well, I just want to make sure the music sells. I just want to make sure the music sells. I want to make sure when you come to my show, you're entertained and you say that was a good show. You did a good job. I really enjoyed myself. That's what I want right now.
What are your long-term career goals?
Producing, writing for other artists, mostly R&B. And I can even write comedy for a couple of comedians.
When you writing a new song, tell me a little bit about the process of how that goes.
Well, the first thing I do, I get a pen, I get a pad, I write it down. No, that's not what I do. The first thing I do is I freestyle it. You put the beat on and I start rapping. I start finding the rhythm that I want to use. Then once I find that rhythm, I get a pen and I get a pad and I write it out, how I want the words to go. I start making noises at first and I start freestyling. Then, you know, we write it out. If I want to add a female vocalist, I add a female vocalist in. It all depends on how I feel and how the producer feels that working with me.
Do you do all your music as well as write all your lyrics?
I write all my lyrics. If you hear my voice, I wrote it. We don't believe in that somebody else writing. Because if I wasn't writing my music, I would not be a rapper. I would be a model that is just selling a product. And I want to give you more than that. I want to give you a piece of me, or at least a feeling that I'm feeling.
What do you feel is the best song you ever released?
I feel the best song I ever released is Trust is a Fool's Word. Because I feel like that is so much reality. I feel like there's so much reality in that song. I can listen to that song over and over again. It never gets old to me. I listen to that song like I'm a fan. Life Ain't Fair was a good song. I'm From a Place was one of my favorite songs. Because I'm From a Place, it describes me growing up and the things I went through and the good times as well as the bad times. Life Ain't Fair, I'm describing how I feel that life ain't fair. And I say, you know, who cares about heaven or hell when life ain't fair? What I'm saying is this: we gotta just try to survive. We gotta do what we gotta do to make it through. So life ain't fair. Because anytime you complain about life, my grandma always used to tell me, life ain't fair. Deal with it. So I deal with it the best way I know how. Life ain't fair.
Hey, when I listened to your album, Bio Of A MadMan, one of the songs that stood out to me was Crying for Help. What inspired that song?
Well, that song was, I was describing the situation I went through. I was just telling you that every man have a point in their life where they cry for help. When you're asking somebody for help, you need somebody to help you. You know, that's just that. You need somebody to help. We all need somebody. Don't never front. If a person tell you they don't need nobody, they lying. They fronting. Don't never say you don't need nobody. You always need somebody to get the job done. And I was just crying for help. What I'm saying is this: I'm hurt, and I'm a man, and I want to be strong. But these tears coming down my eyes. I can pretend like I'm strong. I can pretend like I got your back. But when you don't see me, I'm crying.
Okay. What would your dream collaboration be with any entertainer?
Well, in this generation, I'll have to say J. Cole. He earned my respect with a song called Love Yours. When he did that song called Love Yours, it described the condition I was in on tour when I was, I was married. And I thought every woman was so beautiful that I was running across. But I didn't realize that the best thing I had was, was at home in my bed, in a warm place. That was love. And it ain't just about beauty. You gotta love yours. I wish I could have got on that song. If I ever meet that brother, I was telling him, hey man, you did a good job on that song. That song really moved me. It changed the way I look at everything. So I think J. Cole would be an artist that I would collaborate with. In the past, if I can go back in a time machine, I would love to do a song with Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur, I would love to do a song with him.
What would be your dream venue to perform at?
Madison Square Garden, baby. Madison Square Garden is the place in America that once you sell out Madison Square Garden, you on a whole new level. And I would love to perform at a Super Bowl halftime show. That's a goal. But you know, I'll have to do a lot of extreme entertaining. But that's a goal.
In what ways has your newest music changed from when you first started?
Well, I stopped using so much profanity. You know, recently, my aunt, she got on her Spotify and she wanted to listen to my music. And I got to the point where I had to tell her, no, I don't listen to that one. No, I don't listen to that one. No, I don't listen to that one. Then I realized I made a mistake. I was ashamed of my creation. And you should never do that. You shouldn't be ashamed of your creation. You don't want people to listen to you. Well, if it was anybody else, they could have listened to it. My aunt, I have a great amount of respect for it. So I just kind of felt like I got to do better. I got to write better. I got to come up with better concepts. And I'm capable of it. If I wasn't capable of it, it'd be different. But I'm capable of coming up with music with real element and real feeling where anybody can listen to it. I want to make music where any age can listen to it. And I won't be ashamed because I'm talking so nasty and so filthy.
What advice would you give to new entertainers looking to get in the game?
Never stop. Always work hard. Tell the truth. Be a man of your word. All the contracts, all that's cool. But when a person tell you they doing good business and you know they ain't doing you right, it ain't business. It's just a person doing dirt. It's not business. Be an honest man. Tell the truth. And try to stand for something.
If you had one message to give to your fans, what would it be?
Believe in you. You gotta believe in you. Don't never let nobody tell you what you can't do, what you're not going to be. You can do it.
If you could have your fans remember one thing about you, what would it be?
I wanted to change. I wanted to make a change. I wanted to change things. I wanted to change the world. I really wanted people to understand my life, what made me this way, and what helped make me be able to give you this music. That's one thing I would like you to understand about me. I'm doing this for you. It's a sacrifice. Every time I get on that stage, that's a day I'm not spending with my son. That's a day I'm not spending with my family. I'm here with you. So just try to have a good time when you see me live in concert.
What's the weirdest or the funniest question you ever been asked in the interview?
Well, a person asked me, have I ever had a problem with peeing in the bed? And so, you know, that was kind of strange. And they said a lot of people have a problem with peeing in the bed, in the pee dream. It was a comedian on a radio show asking crazy questions, and it was just weird. I never forgot it. I laughed, but I never forgot the question. Crazy question.
Yeah, that is weird. Last question. Just say whatever you want to say to your fans out there. Just it's on you.
Well, what I want to say is this. I want everybody to go get the album, Bio Of A MadMan. I want you to follow me on all social media. That's SaenMadman. That's Saen EPK. Okay? You know, you can send me messages, write me, mention me. I will try my best to reach back out to you. I want you to enjoy the music. Check out the album, Bio Of A MadMan. And the new album coming, the beginning of the end. You know what I'm saying? I got a new single called No Parking Lot. It's doing great. You can check out the music video. We're finna shoot the music video. It's gonna be great. I want you to keep enjoying my music, keep supporting me, and I love y'all.